Hello, everyone. Wow, I'm live. I can't believe I'm live. Right? Right? Okay. So, hey, I didn't think this was going to work, right? But it's working, right? So, hey, everybody on my channel, you digital court reporters, you steno slayers. I bet y'all like, where you been? I've been gone for a while. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to make a comeback, like a bounce back. So I'm trying to do a bounce back, right? So thank you everyone that has been keeping the channel running, because I've been going a while. But I have been busy and I have been working. So, but unfortunately, I uh, let's get started. So welcome everybody, all you new people who've never seen me like in person and live. Hey, yeah. So, um, the reason I'm making this video is because I'm so excited to share with you guys that I have been really busy. I've been taking the uh, Court Reporting Academy course as a refresher because you guys probably don't know, but let me back up. So in 2002, I took the digital court reporting class at State, Eastern Florida State online, right? I took it, passed it. But I did not pursue it at that time. So I went back into, for some reason, I just kept doing customer service. And then recently, after that, my customer service contract ran out and I needed a job like real quick. So I jumped in, started doing housekeeping. That's not didn't work. So I decided, I did that for about 2 years, I think. About 2 years. And then I decided recently that this is not working for me and I need to get back to what I love. So back here, I was a supervisor, but I just couldn't. It's just not for me. So it's just ain't my cup of tea. So I don't know who that is. So sorry about that. So long story short, left there, resigned, and decided to, use my certificate. And of course, you guys know I already have an AA degree in stenography. I graduated in 1998 with that. So, so I already have an AA degree and I did do court reporting. In case some of you guys like don't know, you know, I graduated in 1998 and I worked 10 years in the field. So therefore, I already, kind of know what I'm doing. So with that being said, um, now I've been hired by a court reporting agency and I'm almost finished with my course with the CRA. And after that, I assume, I'm going to shadow. I have to take my final and then shadow. And then I'm assuming after that, I will be working. At least, fingers crossed. So I have also applied to some other agencies just to make sure that, hey, I got work. Because that sister got to work. I got bills. My bills got bills, right? So, and all this time I haven't been working for like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'd say 3 weeks. I've been in the program, and but I think I just kind of flew through it because my previous experience as a court reporter. So it wasn't as difficult for me as it would be for somebody who's never ever done any type of deposition or anything. And I think for them maybe it's somewhat of a challenge, but for me, I just kind of my teacher said I just kind of breeze through it, So I'm knocking on the door. I'm getting ready to leave. I'm on the last module, guys. Yes. So I'm looking to shadow in the next week or two, and then I'm going to be out. And looks like I do have someone. Welcome back. This is much. Do to start practicing. Yes. Yes. If it does not inspire you, I'm telling you. because this should inspire you. Ooh, I got a charity. Yeah, this should inspire you. Go ahead, practice. Don't give up. I mean, and I'm going to be studying for the CDR, which is the Certified Digital Reporter exam as well. And I'm going to be doing. I'm studying for that, and I'm also going to be taking that course with the CDA as well. The CRA, the Court Reporting Academy, they have a prep course, and I'm going to be taking that. So by the time I finish that and everything that I've already taken, I think I'll be really ready for the final, and probably be in December or January. And once you're certified, wow, you know, everything's right there in front of you. You know, the money is really good. You're 35. You know, you're at the $35 bracket. You know, you know, when you're not certified, I hear it's around the 20 something dollar bracket. With experience, 25 tops probably. But when you're certified, which you do want to be certified, that is key to doing this, is to be certified. Study, study, study. I'm going to show you guys what I study. Hold on. Like, like this. And I know I don't have good light. I think that's better. But this is what I studied. This is the cards I studied. This is what you need to know just to pass the CDR, you know? And and yeah, I plan on passing it. I plan on, studying for it the next 3 months, and passing it. That's my goal. And once I pass it, I think that I'll be able to, with that, if until I pass it, I can't do anything but depositions. Once I pass it, I can do depositions, hearings, conferences, and courts. So it opens up a whole new, you know, ways of making money, because now they can schedule you for everything, anything. You're up for the ball. You got the ball in your hands, and then also you choose then who you want to work for. Because with that, it shows that you're qualified to work and to do all of these things. So I think you then have the leverage when you are certified, in anything. You have the leverage to say, hey, this is a good company. I think I'll go roll with them. And so you go from there. So I'm practicing for the RSR. Oh, awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm STENO though, but we are all family. We are. And that's how I feel as well. I think that there's been a little bit of division in it, because and me being in the middle, I love both sides, because Steno is where I started out, just I just love it, and that's why I put so much passion and love into the videos that I make, because I really do love it. It's just a part of who I am, and even though I couldn't do it anymore, I wanted to try to pass on, give some people some knowledge, some tips, and something to practice, because, you got to have material to practice with, that's what it's all about. And, and help others also be able to achieve like what you're doing. Exactly. I love that. Um, but yeah, being hired and being able to go out and ready to work in the next, like, I'd say 2 maybe 3 weeks. I think that I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Um, and I'll have a powwow after I do my first job. I'm sure I'm gonna jump on here live and be like, okay, I did my first job, and I can't talk about the job, but I can definitely talk about what I experienced. So um, I'm gonna do that, and I didn't know that I could just like jump on here. I didn't know that they had uh, YouTube has changed. Probably since I did a video, which was probably years ago, and let me see here. I just I just want to respond to her. Yeah, I feel like if you can do it, if other people can do it, you can do it. You certainly can. And what I've done is I've pulled up, you know, um, the best practices for digital reporters, and then I um been studying all of the vocabulary that they've been giving us in class, and just trying to and then know my system and my equipment and how it works and how it goes together and how what I need to have, my essentials, all of that good stuff, my responsibilities as a court reporter. You want to know all of that, so it's a lot to study for, I think. But I think when you kind of break it down, though, I think it makes it easier to study for, which is what I've done. I've broken it down. They have it so that, like, I think the beginning, one block is going to be about professionalism and etiquette and ethics, and then there'll be some from here and some from this section. So, and in order to cover the whole course, and then vocabulary words. Um, the 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 test I have to pass uh, to leave the course that I'm in, I have to pass that with 80%. I believe it's 120 questions, and I think you have 2 hours, something like that. So yes, so I'm prepared for that. I should be surely be taking that soon. But yes, I'm excited to start, and this. Um, I think this is wonderful for people who maybe can't, do the court reporting anymore. Maybe they can't, do the stroking like that anymore, like me. But I can definitely type. So that's, it just ended up working out for me. That this came across, during COVID. Um, so I'm happy and I'm excited, and I can't wait to share the rest of my journey with you guys. If you guys don't mind, me coming on here and sharing that. And hopefully I can be of help to someone else once I'm out there and I'm doing my thing, and everything is working properly as it should. I would love to share my that journey with you guys and give other people hope and help other people. If you have any questions, if you have even with steno, I'm pretty obviously I'm knowledgeable in that as well, and they're both about the same from what I can see. It's just that one uses a machine, one uses a computer. So to me, that's the only difference for me. And with me knowing already shorthand, for me it becomes, it's just natural. It just comes natural for me, and I think that's why I'm already in module 6. And I think I started like 2.5 weeks ago, or like 3 weeks ago, and I'm in module 6 and I'm ready to go. So to me, if comparing the both and having done both, um, it's it's different equipment, but it's the same thought process. Because when you're annotating, that's just like taking notes as a stenographer would do. And so you have these notes that are processed as the proceeding is taking place. and then the software is also recording, and then you have also like a backup recorder. So same setup for me, just a little different, different, but it works for me because in my head I hear the abbreviations, so I write abbreviations. I don't, because of the previous training that I have, I write the abbreviations, so I'm able to get good solid notes, good solid annotation notes, so that when it matches with the transcript and the recording. And so for me, it just came natural. For someone new, it might be somewhat of a challenge, but then if you know how to do a little shorthand or something like that, this is perfect. And you can learn a little shorthand, on the computer. You don't have to. You're not. This is not verbatim, as is stenography. Stenography. Yeah. If you shall, even at 225. So different, but a lot the same, because your annotations need to be very clear, very concise, and and also you need to mark what is going on, such as exhibits and cross examinations, and so it's pretty much comes natural to me. And the computer has always been in my home ever since they started making them. Yes, I had the dial up LL. Sure did. Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, telling my age, but that's okay. Age is experience. So, with that being said, thank you so much for showing up, Charity. You are the best. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody that may watch this video. And I hope that in the future that more of you are able to join, and maybe we can have a conversation about. All right. Thank you so much. Here, I'm going to end the stream. You guys take care of yourselves. And as always, peace, love, and still is STENO. Bye.